Hello everyone, it's DA here. Hope you guys are doing great. Hope you are doing amazing. Today we're going to be going through some twin dragon setup as part of a dynamic duo in Warframe. Now I know I've done Faction Frame on 2 units working together before, and this time it's going to be about Chroma and Wyrm. By exploring the gameplays, it is evident that these two share the same characteristics either through abilities or through a mod. Now in this setup, you will be making use of Wyrm's Crowd Dispersion in combination with Chroma's Vex and Retaliation, then Coolant Leak with an Ice Elemental Ward. Elemental Ward will slow enemies down by bouncing off bullets and then slowing the enemies down when the bullet gets back, and in this case Coolant Leak will also slow enemies down whenever they are within 3 meters, and it will be slowing them down by 10%. Now I know 10% is not a lot, however if it is added with Elemental Ward's 50% slowdown effect, we now have about 60% give or take. So that is something that is actually quite promising and something that even looks a lot much better and looks quite good. The next combo will be combining Crowd Dispersion with Vex and Retaliation. Crowd Dispersion has a 10-meter burst radius whenever 2 or more enemies are within range or get closer to Chroma. So in this case, you can combine this with Vex and Retaliation, which will also trigger with a 10-meter burst, and you can get a double burst of CC. Now this is something that is well needed, and we can see it as something that is quite effective. Now some of you might have not tried this before, but this is actually something good. If you take a closer look, you can see the burst and the ragdoll working here, and both Frame and the Sentinel are working together. Whenever you have that cooldown that Wyrm has, which is 15 seconds, Chroma will actually in most cases have triggered that burst, and that is also the usefulness of this. So regardless of how you align them or how you put them in your Wyrm setup, this is still going to work in an amazing way. Now every Chroma main doesn't use a ranged weapon or use a sniper rifle or maybe using a tongue core or something like that. I know there are some Chroma mains out there who actually base their style on a melee frame. So this is something that is actually quite useful, and with this build and this setup they can use dual blades or even polearms in the game, and this will work amazingly well and perfectly. Using an electric Chroma will also be a great thing here, but it will also be a lot much nicer if you are using an electric Chroma with Diriga, because both of them will have a similar effect. With the way things are changing and Warframe new enemies being introduced into the game, at this point in time a hybrid setup is very important, so whenever things have a cooldown timer or whenever abilities are not working the way they're supposed to, then you need that backup system. And in this case for Chroma, the backup system is going to be Wyrm, and that is why this combination is very important. Now my setup for both Chroma and Wyrm is somewhat around the same, with Chroma focusing on strength, and the strength in this case will be geared towards armor, and Wyrm will be working to keep things stable when the time runs out. The setup for the modern system is not something too large, it is just a base of Chroma that I've used in the past, basically working on an ice build for Chroma, and for the Wyrm setup, it's the usual Sentinel setup with those 2 mods equipped, which is in this case Crowd Dispersion and also Coolant Leak, just lined with those precepts. So that is some of the things that you can see being used here, and it is actually working to the benefit of the Frame and also the Sentinel. Now like I said earlier, you can use the same combo for Electric Chroma and Diriga, and whenever your duration runs out, these Sentinels can keep things strong on the battlefield. Let me know what you think about this dragon setup, and if you will be trying it yourself. Both of these are dragons, Wyrm is a dragon and Chroma is a dragon, so this is so amazing and incredible, well thought. Now I've been enjoying this so far, and I would like for you to try it out as well, and let me know what you think about it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know if you enjoyed this video, and if you did, feel free to leave a thumbs up, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, and as always, it is DA signing out. I'll see you all in the next one.